Hi, this is Shu with a review of the Anta GH4. Yes, the Gordon Harewood series, they continue to make it even if the player's career and his form or performance kept going down the drain. They kept making the shoes, so good loyalty, mm, friendship, chemistry. So Anta, I do give them props for staying loyal to the player that decided to sign with them, even though Anta wasn't a super major mega brand back then. So this is the fourth edition. Now a fifth one is up, but I don't think that's too different from the four, and I think the four actually has the prettiest design among all the entire series. Personally, the GH2 had really good cushioning, really great outrigger, really great outsole pattern. The traction was incredible. I have half a dozen GH2s in my closet, and I continue to wear them. They're great for any dirty floors, and the cushioning is not too bad. Design not too bad either. Outrigger incredible. So this one, I think, with this colorway, I think it's probably one of the prettiest Chinese shoes out there. Um, for size 9.5, it weighs about 390 grams, but the weight is all around the outsole and the midsole, so it does not feel light. The lightness is the upper and everything else is super thin and light, but here it's a little bit dense and heavy, so it does not feel like feather light. Anyway, I think it fits somewhat true to size, but because it can go a little bit narrow around the pinky toe area, I would suggest going a half a size up for most. If you have a very narrow foot and you like a tight fit, maybe go true to size or even down half a size if you are those kind of people. The cushioning is rather questionable. They have this boost-like material all around the shoe, but I don't really feel it. It's very thin, it's very low to the ground. So the good thing is it's low to the ground. The bad part is that the shock absorption, the energy return is not that great compared to the Rigor AR1, the Austin Reeves signature, which has a fancy name, foam tech, but you don't really feel anything. It's just really low to the ground. This is definitely much better than that. But compared to other Chinese boost-like foam materials that's out there, like leading Wow, the Way of Weight series, this is slightly less impressive than that. However, the funny thing is, instead of using this boost-like material when they use their own little proprietary foam like the GH2s, the foam felt much better. Maybe they should have gone that direction, but they want to have this tech they can show and could persuade you to purchase it. There's good padding all around, and the tongue is thin but thick, substantial enough to make you lace up your shoe tight but don't feel like anything is hurting you, like those crazy LeBron 18, which had a really idiotic tongue. Breathability on the sides, lateral and medial side, this panel is pretty breathable. I love the color scheme they have on this particular model. The heel padding is okay, but these little parts, that can be a little bit scratchy, so not too scratchy, but like not as dangerous as some of the other visible heel padding out there. But I would still much rather prefer there to be no netting but just foam. The scratchiness can be a little bit irritating, but it's insubstantial if you wear thick sports socks. Heel cup is there, and additionally there's this crazy thick foam around it, and there's an outrigger on the heel side, the lateral side, and the forefoot, the usual outrigger position as well. So stability is incredible. If you sprain your ankle in this shoe, that means you're probably breaking your knees before you sprain your ankles, because your neck will be breaking from that joint, not here, because the outrigger is so substantial and the midsole is protruding out like crazy. I can't imagine anyone rolling their ankle in this. So in terms of outrigger and stability, this is the pinnacle of anti-ankle rollover mechanism. The fit, the fit, I mentioned that already. The heel, there is no heel slippage. It's really nicely hugging, and the outrigger is pretty good. It looks like a generic herringbone pattern, but it's much better than those Adidas herringbone, which never work and was crazy slippery, like the ones in Dame series 5 and 6. Those were crazy bad patterns, but this actually works, and it's pretty. The grooves are big and the blades are thick and the grooves are deep, and this is something you can trash around outdoors and it will still be quite durable. And there's even added ribs on the pivot point area to ensure that there's additional traction and tack there. It's not super dust sensitive, so pretty impressive. But yeah, I wouldn't say it's as good as things like the Crazy Quick, Adidas Crazy Quick, that kind of grip. But I would say this is comparable to the good grippy shoes that you get from the typical Kyrie models or the Kobe models even. So yeah, this is always going on sale for like, I don't know, like $70, $80. So definitely worth it if you want a sturdy outdoor shoe with really good ankle stability and durable outdoor outsole pattern. Well, what is a little disappointing is this boost-like material that doesn't really deliver because it's so thin. It's like the earlier Adidas models when they first introduced Boost. They had this ad where they showed this pallet being held by all these players saying, this changes everything, but it really didn't. One little pill isn't enough. You need to have really substantial, beefy amount to let the Boost get its job done and let its presence known. So same here. So definitely better than those wannabe Boost kind of foam material in the Rigger Air one that shoots just crap compared to this. It has a much more substantial cushioning, but compared to things like Wow series from the leadings, a little bit disappointing, not as substantial. Yeah, Anta is continually working on these nitrogen infused foam Boost knockoffs constantly, so I expect something better when they produce future signature models for future players. Too bad they couldn't grab anyone substantial, like they lost Darren Fox to Under Armour. They lost what's his name, Cooper Flag to New Balance. I wonder who they will sign next.